Hello and welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and today I'm going to be creating two looks with the Glamorous palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and they did send this over to me in PR, so thank you so much to Glaminatrix Cosmetics. When I saw this color story, I was absolutely immediately in love. I love the tones in here, I love the depth in here, and then of course Glaminatrix is known for some really beautiful, super sparkly and shiny shimmers, so I cannot wait to dip my brushes into it. So let's get right into the two looks. Going into style, right into the crease. Oh my goodness, pigmentation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Need to blend this out now. I did prime with a Sigma priming stick. I'm just trying to kind of rotate through some of my eyeshadow primers and work on finishing some up. I recently went through my drawer where I had kind of all my concealers, mascaras, and lots of eyeshadow primers, and I'm just a bit overwhelmed, like why do I have all of these? And that was the B5 brush from Blend Money Cosmetics, and then I'm going to be using the B2 brush, and I'm going into Luxe, and it's just going to go onto the outer corner, and just kind of packing it on as always first, and then working on blending it out. And for that I'm going to take a smaller brush. So this is the T63 brush from Makeup Shack. Absolutely love these brushes, and I'm gonna actually take Style and use that to blend this out. I'm also gonna start bringing it down onto the lower lash line. So we're just going in, blending it out just a little bit more over here, and bringing it under, and then going in with Luxe underneath my lower lash line, but not taking it too far. Look at how that blended so beautifully, absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to be taking, do I just want to apply it? I think I'm going to take some Fernie Pixie Epoxy, and I'm going to do a fall half cut crease situation with that. And then I do like to just tap on it, make sure that I didn't put on too much, kind of lift anything extra. And then I'm taking Opulence. Oh yes, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to put it on an angle right in the center of my lid, and then on the inner portion I'm going in with Twinkle. I can definitely tell that these are very sheer. I haven't even swatched this palette at the time that I'm filming this right now. I haven't filmed the swatch portion, so I have no idea what these actually look like, so I'm just kind of winging it. And that looks beautiful. I kind of am really tempted to go into curls right here. I just feel like it might create a really interesting color. Alright, so I'm going to take the B2 brush again. Actually, just kidding. I'm going to be taking this Spectrum and KJH collaboration brush, the number 21. And I'm going to pick up just a tiny bit of curls. And I'm just going to put it right up against my lash line on the top portion and then the bottom portion. And just, again, just packing it on slowly. And then I'm going to go back to the T63 brush and just kind of, I can't see over my lashes. Oh no, I have a little bit of fallout. Hopefully that won't just wipe off. Okay. And maybe I'll just go in with a tiny bit on this brush and just kind of work that in. And that looks so pretty. I really like how that came out. I just kind of blend it in. Just gonna go in with a little bit more. I feel like the other brush worked a little better. And I'm just kind of packing it on and taking it underneath here as well. And I love the way that looks for sure. And I'm gonna bring Twinkle as my inner corner highlight. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of, I think it's Starfire from Devinah Cosmetics. I'm going to go into Style, and I'm just going to extend it underneath my little lash line. I feel like this look wasn't fully finished without it. So I'm just kind of tapping it on underneath there. And here's the first finished look. Onto the second look, going into Package, and I'm going to pop that into the inner third of my crease. I'm going to try to use kind of almost as many mattes as possible for this, and then going into Sweetly right next to that. I do feel like these look a little bit similar next to each other. can definitely see a tonal difference, but I mean, they're pretty similar. I'm using the Refer 13 brush. And I'm still using the same brush. I'm going into Regal on the outer corner. I almost feel like I should have went in with Sweetly out here, but it's too late now. I think it would have been better if I had kind of switched them out a bit. And then I have some sparkles on my towel already, and now they're all over my lid. And then just going back in with a little bit more Regal. And just blending that in there. The shimmers, again, ignore if you see any sparkles. They're not meant to be there. The mattes don't have any sparkles in there. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and just some setting powder. I've just been using this ColourPop No Filter powder because I'm just really trying to finish it up. I've had this for like 2, 3, 4 years, maybe even, honestly. And I just use it for this purpose, basically. So I'm just going over the edges to really feather them out. And I'm going to go back in here and just refine that a bit using the B2 brush again from Blend Bunny and just deepen it. I love this color in here. It's not a black, it's like a really, really plum shade, like a really dark plum shade. And it is just so good in here. I love it. So I'm just going to blend this out a bit further. And look at that, like look at how that layered. I'm going to go in with the blending brush now with a little bit of curls on it and just kind of blend back and forth in a triangular shape, and then I'm going to go into Regal and just go over that. And then taking the Fair Pixie Epoxy as per usual, and I'm just going to lay that down all over my lid, tap it out, and I'm going in with Dreamy right up against on an angle and taking it into the outer corner, and then I'm gonna take Generous and pop that like right above it, almost kind of cutting the crease with it. Oh, these are so sparkly and so beautiful. And then I'm gonna finish off the lower lash line and just going into Regal first. And I'm not going to take it all the way. I think I'm just going to kind of stop here. Just so there's a little bit of a connection there. And then taking curls. And then going back in with this brush from Blend Bunny. And then I think I'm actually going to go into Tempting just because I really want to use it. I want to take that there. And then Package there. And here's the second finished look. So let's talk about some of my initial thoughts on the palette. Obviously, I've only created 2 looks, but I have used pretty much almost all the shades except for the shade Belle, which the reason partially why I haven't used this shade is it is so shiny, so beautiful, but it's definitely like less sparkly of a formula compared to some of these other shades. And I feel like you will be able to kind of tell, like, let's say I swatch these 2 together. I think you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a textural difference there too. I mean, look at these swatches though. Oh, these are so beautiful, and a little bit goes a long way. And this one's a really beautiful kind of shifty shade too. I can't wait to use this one. I have to say that the shimmers in here are absolutely stunning. I love them. I love that some of them are toppers. I love that there is one kind of just like a neutral leaning opaque shimmer, because I think that makes this palette just even more versatile. The mattes perform beautifully. I love the tones of these, and I love that there is some depth. I love that these 2 are a little bit lighter, and then the rest of the shimmers are kind of mid-tone to dark. I absolutely love the shade in here because you can really use it with all of the mattes in here. Like, it's such a great addition to it. It just will let you amp up any look that you create with this palette. So overall, I am super impressed with this palette. I really like it. I can definitely see myself reaching for this one a lot because the mattes performed so beautifully. They layered really nicely. There was a little bit of kick up, which is pretty common for Glaminatrix Cosmetics, but I do feel like the mattes and the shimmers are both equally really good. So let me know in the comments below which look was your favorite, and if you picked this palette up, I would love to hear your thoughts. And that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.